Okay, let's get started. Welcome to Young Learner 1, Unit 1, Lesson 2 video walkthrough. So I've got everything set up exactly like I would for an online class. I've got my webcam, got my backdrop, got my headset, and I've got Zoom open, ready to go, and my eLingoLab class open, ready to go. Since this is a video walkthrough, I'm not going to go through the account setup process or how to set up Zoom for class. We have other how-to videos and instructions for that elsewhere. Okay. Also, because it's a walkthrough, it's not going to be in real time. So this class is actually a 30-minute class, but today I'm just going to go through it fast to give you an idea of what things we have. So let's get started. So first thing I'm going to do, just like I would in class, share my screen. I would usually share the window itself, but today, for instruction purposes, I'm going to share my entire screen. Make sure the share sound button is ticked when you do class. Okay, so this is the first page, the waiting room for our class. You can see lesson 2, age and numbers. Up here, we have the burger drop-down menu, and we have all of the slides along here. The resources is where you would want to go before class to get yourself prepared, and we have a lesson guide. We'll look at this today. We have a teacher's guide. We won't be looking at this in this video, but this covers things like it has a glossary, how-tos, teacher tips, things like TPR, so that's total physical response. That's the gestures you can use in class. Differentiation, so how to grade your instructions to different student abilities, and assessment details too. And also we have a certificate template, so this could be something you could provide after each unit or at the end of the entire course for your students. So I'll show you, we have the lesson guide. I actually have it open elsewhere, so let me open this up. This is what it looks like, and most of this is self-explanatory, especially for experienced teachers. You could also print this out and have it next to you when you do class, or have it in a separate tab. And if you're only sharing one window, that's fine. You can flip between this and your students won't be able to see it. I highly recommend that you go through this before class to get familiar with the material. Okay, so I'm going to scroll to the second page. So screen 1, and I'll go back. This is where we are now. This is screen 1. And based on the teaching of the lesson guide, this is the waiting room title screen, okay? Each of these tabs are clickable, so you can bounce between the screens as you go through the lesson to make it easier for yourself. This waiting room also has music. But you can turn it off with a click if necessary. So let's start. So slide number 2, what should we do here? Let's look at the lesson guide. What does it tell us? What's your name? So that's our target language. It says here, greet the students and introduce yourself. Hello, I'm Dean. Using gestures to make it clear who you're talking about. We have TPR links here. This takes you to a YouTube video which recommends different TPR or gestures you can use for class, and we have a QR code here as well. Feel free to use them if necessary. If not, feel free to use whatever works for you. So I would be here, and first of all, we practice target language. This is actually a review of lesson 1. Hello, what's your name? And we would click on the students, or sorry, on the characters, after we've drilled it with our students to hear their responses.
Hi, I'm Jack.
Hello, I'm Julie. It's nice to meet you.
So we might greet these if we remember them. So if we go back to Jack, we could say, Hi Jack, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Jack.
Or we could come over to the sister, Anna. Hi Anna, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Anna.
Perfect. Moving on, so screen number 3. You don't need many instructions for this, but it is here. Play the hello song. Use the accompanying TPR and sing along too, or make up your own. Encourage your students to join in too. So this has follow-along lyrics and music in the background. You can sing if you choose to. It's completely up to your teaching style. Personally, after having taught young learners for a long time, I highly recommend it. They will thrive off of your own enthusiasm too. So screen number 4, let's look at this. So class rules. We've set our own class rules. These are recommended from my own experience teaching online with students and young learners. They're all explained here. There's TPR. You can use to apply gestures to these, and they're all clickable as well. Things like look, listen, sit down, hands up, draw when told, join in, and pass. So moving on, we have the first slide or screen for this lesson. This is the numbers song to familiarize students with the numbers 1 to 10. Again, this is a follow along song, just like the previous song. And I do encourage you to sing if you can. I won't play it for today's video. Okay, so what's this? Slide number 6. Introduce numbers 1 to 10 by clicking on each number. So this is a pronunciation drill. So let's have a little look. We can click on any of these. So let's start with 1.
1,
You can hear the voiceover in the background and the teacher can demonstrate 1. 1 apple. 1. And practice this with their students.
2,
2. 2 cats. And of course, you can encourage the students and elicit
3,
answers. 3. What are these? And this is where annotation tools could be useful. What are these? 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 pencils. Well done. And you
4,
can continue
5, 6,
through each of the numbers. Slide number 7. Now this is a game, and let's have a look at what the instructions are. So let's practice finger counting game. So in an ideal scenario, the students would of course be able to see you in the Zoom screen as well as you be able to see them. Because of the recording tools I'm using today, you can't see me, but you would present your fingers in a clenched up fist representing 0, and the teacher would call out a number. So you may shout out 5, and then the students would respond by showing 5 fingers on their hands. And then to confirm and let them check their answers, you can click the numbers like this, 5. If you need, if you need to, you can use the annotation tools, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. And for everyone who has the correct answers, you can hit the reward button to reward them. You can play this multiple times. Slide number 8, this is a little bit of fun as well. So we have all these numbers here, and if you click on one of them, what happens? What happened? What number has gone? Let's think. Annotation tools can be useful. 1. So what's next? That's right, it's 2. Well done. And you can continue this and also reset, eventually doing multiple numbers. Uh-oh, what numbers have gone? Let's sing the song together, and you can recall this number song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. 7, 8. Well done, everyone. Brilliant. For slide number 9, let's have a look at the lesson guide. How many? So click on the arrow on the right to reveal the first set of items. Demonstrate rushing to count out loud, then quickly shout out the answer. 5. Click the right arrow again to reveal the second set of objects and repeat the process. Okay, so let's go back here and have a look. Click on the arrow and see what happens. How many apples do we have? You can demonstrate for your students first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay, I got it right. Excellent. And then go to the next one and let the students have a try. The first student, or perhaps in teams, the first team that shouts out the correct answer wins. This is also an opportunity to teach some basic vocabulary too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chairs. That's right, 5 chairs. Screen number 10. This is when we introduce the how old are you target language. How old are you? In the teaching guide, it recommends, let me just go back to that. It recommends anchoring the phrase with light claps. So you're clapping for each word. This will help the students as well. So, how old are you? This is a useful TPR tactic as well. So we can ask, we know this is Jack. The students met him in the previous lesson. We can say, hi, Jack. How old are you?
I'm 10.
I'm 10. Jack is 10. And how about Anna? Hi, Anna. How are you? Sorry, excuse me. How old are you?
I'm 8.
Ah, Anna is 8. And then you can ask your students. Now, this is an opportunity for the students to draw when told. Remember the class rule and the TPR we assign to that. So you can select, this is the whiteboard for the drawing area. And depending on how many students you have, you can segment it. And feel free to add your own lines if necessary to make even more segments, depending on how many students you have. The challenge for this slide is we're going to listen to these kids down at the bottom, hear how old they are, and then attempt to write the numbers. So we could ask this boy, and we can encourage the students to practice too. How old are you?
I'm 4. I'm 4.
He's 4. He's 4. And then the students can have an opportunity to try and write the number in their designated box. Okay, so slide number 12. This one is a rush, a snap game as we've got up here. So the students need to use their annotation tools to rush and find the correct number. So we're going to, first of all, we're going to play the audio.
I'm 4.
I'm 4. So the students would be ready with their pens. They'd quickly find 4. Here it is. And cross it or circle it or whatever they need to do to identify that they found it. If they've got it right, reward them. Well done. Let's listen to the next one. Clear the pictures.
I'm 7.
He's 7. 7. Which one's 7? Here it is. Well done. Excellent. Okay, so moving on. This is the goodbye slide. So let's have a look at this. This will be the same for most of the classes. Screen 13. So say your farewells to the characters, eliciting the students to do the same. So they know the characters, and this is the target language, goodbye and bye. So we can say, bye, Jack.
Bye. See you next time.
Goodbye, Julie.
Bye. It was nice to meet you.
Bye, Steve.
Goodbye for now.
And bye, Anna.
Goodbye.
And this is a chance for you to say goodbye to all of your students. Perfect. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you again soon.